as sir gave the introduction about my journalism, the whole paper or the whole presentation for this first session will be on media and society, because sir told me that there are faculty members who are from various background, from sociology, anthropology, political science, and different parts. So as you all know, one string which will connect each one of us will be the media. Whether you come from commerce, whether you come from economics, whether you people come from science background, media is a central kind of a thing, or it's a nodal point which connects each one of us. So today I'll be briefing you people about how media is playing a very crucial role, and why media today is a very important thing for each one of us. And hopefully people can see the PPT. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Preferably, it will be in English. It's okay. It's English is okay, or you want me to speak even in Kannada? Because we have participants from outside state also. So I'll do what I'll do is I'll be bilingual. In some of the places I'll be bilingual. If anything is there, you people can always get back to me on this. So today we'll discuss about, and as I told, you're also teachers. I'm also a teacher. So there is only thing is, I'm maybe because of the number of years of experience, I'm on the other side of the table. And it's always a pleasure to speak to our fraternity, to speak to the teachers from different background. So as a part of your FDP, that is Faculty Development Program, my presentation would be on society and media and society, global and Indian perspective. It's not necessary, it's not the thing that you people are not aware of what media is, what is the role of media which is there, and why today media is very much important. So this whole presentation will be to give you a peek, because as I told, sociology is connected to media. Economics is connected to media, science is connected to media, commerce is connected to media, psychology is connected to media. So each one of you are connected to media, and I'm always happy to share things when it comes to media perspective. So why media belongs? Because here I put it as a social science, but why media belongs to each one of us? Okay, because this is very important. Media is a discipline, as we all know. It is not only kind of a discipline of social sciences, but it is a kind of a connectivity which binds each one of us. Okay. For example, if you are studying political science, if you are from a political background, you know what media is today. Each and every information related to politics, political people, political parties. So people are so glued to the political thing is political science background is a must. Second thing is about the economics. Is my friends from economics background, you'll be very much aware of why economics and why media is very important, because of the kind of financial transactions which are happening. It's about the stock markets which are happening, the kind of growth which is happening, the GDP, or maybe the RBI, the issues related to economics, the funding, the budgeting. Okay, so there is a kind of an attention which needs to be told to the people. So economical wise, yes, we are there. Then anthropology is the cultural production, okay, or maybe the gender studies. Okay, there are people from women's studies also. Gender, how gender is represented today, each and every topic, whether it is economics, we have agenda budgeting, whether it is political science, we speak about the participation of women. If we speak about the development, we speak about the empowerment. If it's sociology, we see how the women are represented in the society. So each and everything. So gender representation in media is very important. And as fraternity, or as the teachers of different background, it is very much necessary for us to understand this concept. Then development is, we are not a static society. Everybody knows about it. So as a society, we are dynamic. We keep moving every now and then. Okay, media, that is what things is all about. Change is the constant thing. Okay, whether you like it or not, changes does happen. So what are the kind of behavioral changes which is happening? People are not the same who used to be there during 1950s, 60s, 1980s, 2000. People, completely society has changed a lot. So there has been a lot of changes. Yes, media has also contributed a lot, which we'll be discussing in the coming slides and all. And also as a society, there is a study of sociology where we speak about the society, the institution, the marriage, the family system, the culture, the religion, the caste system, the socialization. So all these things put together is what media is all about. You may think, whether you like it or not, media is related to each one of us. And that's the reason why I thought this session should speak to you people about how media can play a very crucial role in all these kinds of things. Yes, when we say of media, we can divide the media because, as I told, as a communication professor or as a communication academic from that academia. So the thing is, there are many things you people see, or maybe the general public see media as one different thing, but there are many components which make media a strong component. Okay, the first and the foremost thing is the institution. Okay, so as we all know, we refer media today as the fourth estate. Okay, we have judiciary, we have our executive. Okay, we have our legislation. But the fourth pillar, what we usually call or what we generally speak, is the fourth estate. So are we doing our duty? Are we being governed by the things properly? Because whatever things happen in the society, it's very easy to blame the media. Or media the lang through media the link through. So because of the media hype, all these things are happening. Media is exaggerating things. Media is criminalizing the things. People have been lost their mind because of the media. Younger generation is getting lost because of media. This is how people do speak. But who make this institution? It is the people ourselves. It is the society. It is we, the people who are doing this. So the thing is, as a fourth estate, we have our own role and responsibility. That is also the very reason why one part of the media is to tell the people, give them the more visibility. The second important thing is about the process, how media can give you the information. So earlier people used to think that media is there only to give information. Media is there to give education. Media is there to give entertainment. These were the kind of a thing. But how the content is being produced, or what is the kind of the message which is being produced in the media also matters. ಎಂತ content ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಂತ content ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, what is that the people like. So you'll be very shocked to hear that people do love, because one of the research in the communication research speaks that people are liking more of criminal kind of an activity. Okay, people do love crime stories, people love horror stories, people like different kind of people don't like development. Okay, so these are the things. So the thing is how these messages are being formed. There are different ways of media which I'll be discussing. So how do we produce the content? Based on the liking of the people, based on the interest of the people, the news is being formulated. So how it is being circulated? So there are different ways in which you can circulate the thing. It can be television, it can be radio, it can be a social media, it can be a cinema, it can be painting, it can be photographs. So there are different ways through which the messages can be sent and the messages can be received. So, but the way you people decode, if I show a picture, okay, if I show a picture of a what do you call scenery and all, people will think in different ways. The way we encode, the way we decode things depends upon our experience, depends upon our culture, depends upon our mindset. So the media is a part of this process also. That's the second important thing which we need to understand. The third important thing is about the technology. Yes, today you can't speak or you can't think of the media or you can't think of a society without technology. It is technological driven. So each and every one of us, whether we are teachers, whether we are students, whether we are general public, whatever be the thing, people are being shaped, their opinions are being shaped. The whole society has been shaped by technology. We can't stay without our mobile. We can't stay without sending WhatsApp. We can't stay without uploading our things on Facebook. So what has happened here is the medium through which the technology is being there, the whole technology has shaped the thing. Earlier, we used to go to a friend's place, we used to send a greeting card, we used to go and meet them and say, wish them happy birthday. But nowadays, it's just a message, it's just a photo on your status, it's just a message. So, what has happened here is it has started reshaping the way the society has accepted. So technological thing is very much important. So not only the content is important, but even the technology. And I'll come to it when I speak about the next. And then the next important thing is about the text. What is the thing you're writing? That is very much important because words play a very crucial role. Okay, that's very much important. Whatever you say, the kind of images what you show in the television, the kind of frames what you show in the cinema, each and everything is societally important. Okay, it has got a meaning. Okay, so how do you represent a woman? Okay, so there was a lot of controversy about certain cinema that women are being shown in a very bad. That is the kind of an image what you have. Women can be shown in a very good light, it can be shown in a bad light, how the framing is being done, how the narratives, how women's are being portrayed in the serials. So the thing is, when you speak of the media, it has got different ways. It's not only about news, it's not only about the crime issues, it's not only about the thing. There are a lot of things which involves and make it a media. So as teachers, whenever you people speak or whenever you people think about media, imagine there is an institutions which is behind it, there is a process which is being behind it, there's a technology which is there, and also there is a text which is very much important. That is how the whole media is being portrayed. Okay, when you come to the global, when you speak of the global thing, and when you speak of the Indian frame, okay, everybody says that Indian media is a very strong media. Yes, there is no second doubt about it. Today, whether you go to any corner of the world, so okay, there are many media houses which are very strong. Okay, we think when you speak of the global thing, we think that it is a watchdog. Okay, we call it as a watchdog. Kavulunai in the Helti. It's a watchdog model where even to this day, compared to all other medias, print media still holds a very strong thing. Okay, there earlier we used to say television is more important, cinema is more important, radio is more. No, it's not like that. Even to this day, when you go across the globe, 198 countries, you go across 198 countries, even to this day, print media is one of the strongest kind of a thing. It is because it helps you to give a opinion. Public sphere. See, whatever happens, people might be speaking in the classrooms during when you speak about the public sphere. Okay, so public once you put something on the social, it becomes a public property. It becomes a public sphere. People will discuss, people will react to it, all those kind of things. Okay, so globally, if you want to speak, so there are a lot of things. But when you come to the Indian kind of a context, okay, it's not only about, it's in Indian context, it is completely different. Okay, Indian media, as you know, we are a democratic country. People are free to say anything. The constitution has given us the right. We have our right to speech, right to express our opinions, everything. But apart from this, there are also many important things which control us. One is we are culturally very deep rooted. We have our own religion, we have our own caste. Third is second is we are deep multilingual. People are from different language background. Everybody are passionate about their language. We love Kannada, we love Tamil, we love Malayalam. So each and everybody. So the thing is, we are so deeply rooted in terms of religion. We speak of Hindutva, we speak about Islam, we speak about Christianity. So what has happened here is there is a booming of vernacular press. Okay, that means regional wise we are very strong. Okay, we used to say North India, South India. Though we say we are Bharat, but there are certain things. Okay, we speak about border, we speak about rivers. Okay, so all these kind of a thing. So it is very important to understand that in this situation, media is working. Okay, either situationally, we have tone between the people. If you write for this, the left will feel bad. The right will feel bad. If you write about men, women will feel bad. If we write about women, the men will feel bad. So what has happened is there is a kind of an hierarchy. Okay, so the public are different, the mindsets are different. So at this juncture, especially if I'm speaking about the present, like from past 1 decade, 10 years and all, media has undergone a lot of changes as compared to the global thing. Okay, so just as a theoretical thing, why we have to speak about the because we can't speak anything about without the deep rooted of the theoretical thing. I'm just giving you an idea because you'll be able to understand maybe in your classrooms when you people go and speak to your students or whenever you speak about the media, there are certain things which you need to understand. So as I told you, there are different things. Okay, post political economy, as I told you, critical theory, public sphere, post colonial and all. So these are the important effects or center what we have. That is cultivation theory. Okay, the cultivation theory is a kind of a theory when you keep on reading a newspaper or when you keep on seeing a television or when you keep on seeing a kind of a cinema. What happens is media helps you to cultivate certain habits. It helps you to form a kind of an opinion on certain things. It can be women, it can be children, it can be society, it can be religion, whatever be the thing. So it helps you to cultivate theory. That cultivation can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. But media contributes to the cultivation of certain new things. Okay, gone are the days we want to dress up very neatly. You ask any of your colleagues, it can be your family, your children, whoever it may be. People want to dress up very good. How it happened? Because of the media influence. Everybody looks good on camera. Everybody wants to wear good dresses. Everybody wants to do makeup. The thing is, I'm just giving a small example. I'm speaking about how cultivation, good things can be cultivated. So language can be cultivated by, to be very frank, we learned good English, or maybe we were very much impressed by the way we used to watch DD. That was the only channel when we used to have during 1990s and all, 91, 94 and all. So we started watching more TV. That was only two channel, DD News and DD Hindi. I have picked up Hindi and I have picked up English like anything. So that means when you're exposed to the media, you tend to cultivate new things. It can be bad, it can be good also. The same is with the crime thing. People do the crime activities. They say, I watched Crime Patrol, so I just imitated the same thing. Okay, modus operandi. People are learning cultivation. So the thing is, there are opportunities where you can learn good, you can learn bad things also. Second is the agenda setting. In media media owners will set what is to be shown to the people. This is what you call as agenda setting. ನಾವು ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, what is it I want to do this. It can be political revolutions, it can be religious components, it can be cultural imperialism, whatever be the thing. Televisions, you should understand that media has an agenda. And media is not free from any of the thing. It is completely controlled by political parties, political leaders, religious leaders, what you call investors. Okay, so they have an agenda. So it becomes a mouthpiece of that particular party to speak. So you set an agenda. You have to show this party in the bad light. You have to show this particular person in the bad light. So what happens? People are not aware of it. Here, why I'm telling you all this, because being educated people also, we get carried away by a lot of things. So agenda setting, every media has an agenda. They have a blueprint. ಏನನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸಬಾರ್ದು. You know how the repetitions are being done. You keep on seeing the same thing again and again, you will form an opinion. Oh, ide tappu anta. But the other side of the story is not being shown to you. So that is what you call as agenda setting. Then uses and gratifications. That means once you start using certain things, okay, you derive a kind of an gratification. Means you want to apply and you take it. So like media helps you to do this particular kind of a thing also. Then cultural imperialism, this is very much important. There has been a lot of changes in the cultural component. Our food culture has changed, our dressing culture has changed, our language has changed. Okay, the way we speak, to the way we do the religious rituals have been changed. Okay, so there is a kind of a cultural imperialism, especially from the Western thing. Okay, we are getting carried away by the influence also. So it's a network society. Media helps to keep the society in a good way. Okay, media helps you to connect to the people. It helps you to socialize the people. You'll get to know who is what. Okay, it can be any kind of a thing. So it helps you to have a kind of a network. Okay, this is very much important because media gives you a lot of information also. Okay, so this is, when I speak of media as a social institutions, there are three important components which you people have to understand. When I speak of media, it has a state. And when I say a state, it can be a country also. Then the market, because today media is not a service oriented organization or a service oriented profession. It is completely a business oriented profession. So you need to understand that gone are the days when people used to think ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮಾಜನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಸಮಾಜ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ, ಸಮಾಜ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ. Okay, change in the society, to bring about a revolution in the society, to make it as a social change. It's a social change maker anta. Sorry, it is not there anymore, because media, yes, it's there. I'm not completely saying it's not doing its work, but majority of the work, it speaks about the market, the business component, the finance, the advertisements, the growth, the acquisitions. Media has grown a lot. Then you have the civil society, that is us. Okay, the people of the society. Okay, we see media, we depend on media for different things. Okay, we are so much attracted to the media components. Okay, like people reading newspaper, or maybe coming up with the social media, or maybe it can be a cinema. What will be the thing? Okay, we as a civil society, as a lot of things. Okay, so one is many of the people feel that news is bias. Okay, ಒಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ media, it acts as a gatekeeping in the sense media doesn't give all the information to the people. They are the authority. They will tell what is to be shown to the people, what is not to be shown to the people, what has to be highlighted, what not to be highlighted. So this process is called as gatekeeping ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. Okay, so what happens here is it's a gatekeeping process. So that means it guards what to be told to the people, what not to be told to the people. So you are controlled. The information today, though we say it's a democracy, everybody has got the right to see. But in newspapers, in television, in radio, it is controlled. This is where the social media comes into picture. This is because it is not being controlled by anybody. Okay, social media can't be controlled by anybody. So people keep on writing whatever they want. I'll come to it when I say about it. Then as I told, media logic, yes, what is to be told, what is not to be told. And the next important is legitimacy. Okay, whether the information, what is being given to the people or what is being told to the people, is it legitimate? Correct agidya, authenticated agidya, factful agidya, fake agidya? Who is going to check that? Okay, so today media is in a hurry news. They want to give you the news. It's like fast news, breaking news. Every time you know the breaking news is coming up. So are we doing the thing? Okay, so that's also very much important. But you should remember that in India we have Prasar Bharati, the Doordarshan, which is a public broadcasting. So the way they function is completely different. The way the private organizations like NDTV or Republic TV or our Public TV Kannada, TV, and just see. So there is a lot of difference between the public owned organization and the private owned organization. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಷ್ಟು ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್. Okay, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ, even you start a small online or a YouTube news channel, it will have some subscribers, it will have some followers. Okay, so that means people are so glued to the media. Everybody thinks that media is very powerful. Yes, it is very powerful, provided you use this media in a very right manner. Okay, so that's one thing. So how media, why are we, I'm just putting it in a very general manner because I'm not going too much of a deep into the issue. But here, why media as an agent of socialization? Okay, media, we always say, bari media, bari news kodake matra. It is not only about giving the information, giving you the entertainment. No, it is a agent of socialization. Because you people might have seen, or maybe you people might have gone, just go back to 15-20 years back, or when you during your school days and all. So how we used to see the TV. We used to sit together in the drawing room. Only one TV used to be there at home. Parents used to sit. Parents used to say all those kind of things. Okay, but today there is a paradigm shift of how media is getting socialized. Okay, so earlier during the college days or in the school days, childhood education TV, we used to have UGC, we used to have DD News, DD Sports and there. Adu idella nodta idvi navella. You know how it is there. Okay, so that period has gone now. Today, you find adolescents, especially the teenage people from 9 years to 15, 10, 20, 18 years, you have your own platforms. People don't watch what mother and father are watching. They have their own preferences. Okay, so they watch different thing. Like you have the blue whale game and there you have your games. You must be knowing it. Maybe even in your family also, your children's, or maybe even you are addicted to some games and all. So now the period is people have sitting here in India. I can play a game with people from Indonesia. So what has happened here is the childhood, which used to be educational TV, cartoons, music, it has completely changed today. And today what we call as a peer platform. Students, children are making friends not in school. They are making friends through WhatsApp. They are making friends through the gaming apps and all. So what has happened is there is a way of changing in the society. The third is the adulthood. Okay, especially people like us. Even our way of socializing things is completely different. Okay, so all these things are being proved in research. Okay, we have been seeing that there has been a lot of changes in the way the people are seeing the content. The content, like people, especially you can just see that even children below the age of 4 or 5 years, they don't want to watch cartoons. They want to watch some music videos. They want to watch some kind of horror shows. They want to watch some kind of humorous things which comes on your Instagram shorts. I have my own niece who is just 4.5 year old. She is in the LKG now. She doesn't like cartoons. I keep on telling her to watch some Chota Bean. I keep on telling her to watch Mickey Donald or Tom and Jerry. No, she doesn't like that. She wants to watch Instagram shorts, which is a humorous thing and all. The thing is, the way of preference is completely different. That means they are outgrown their age. ಅವ್ರು ಇರೋದು 2 ವರ್ಷ 3 ವರ್ಷ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ 8 ವರ್ಷ 10 ವರ್ಷ 20 ವರ್ಷ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Thanks to our media, I can't say it's thanks, it's because the socialization of the concept is completely changed. Okay, so next important thing is after socialization, as I told you, the people preference have changed, but now it is also about constructing reality and public opinion. Okay, so each and every issue, okay, always remember media is the mirror of society. We always say that. In a very simple word, we say that whatever happens in the society, the media is showing it, whether the film is showing it, the television is showing it. But it's not only the same thing, it's about how you participate. Okay, how you perceive a particular thing. Okay, so for example, an event there, okay, you have a perceived reality. Okay, for example, it can be a minority issue, it can be a women issue, it can be a tribal issues and all. So what has happened here is reality is something, but because of social media, because of the media, the things are being blown out of proportion. ಚಿಕ್ಕದನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಂಥದ್ದು ಇಶ್ಯೂಗಳನ್ನ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, there are a lot of issues which have been blown out of proportion. Okay, that means you give the important preference ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. You start giving preference to the things which are very, see, for example, personal issues, film actors' personal issues, their divorces, their pregnancies, their marriages. So, okay, I'm just give a very small example that you give importance. So it has been shown in television in such a big manner. Okay, so what has happened here is, it is, see, people want something else. Individuals scan the perceived climate of opinion view, but they don't know what's the in and out of a particular thing. So now, for example, that Ketan Mehta's issue, or this Sia Goyal's issue, which has happened in Pune. So the law is doing something. Namma perceptions are different. Why did the girl kill the boy? She could have said no to the marriage, that this and all. Other people will have other things to. So that means one issue, 1,000 people are starting giving opinion. So here, media earlier it was not there. Because of the social media, because of this much of intrusion of the other kind of platform, people are able to speak. So they are constructing their own reality in different ways. And when it comes to the Indian economy, as I told you, today India stands as one of the topmost media houses in the world. Okay, Indiaದಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇರಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, as I told you, the more you see, or what I should say, that the more importance is for the media investment. That too, after COVID, many of the Western newspapers, many of the Western news channels got closed down. But it was only in India the investment started growing even after COVID also. Okay, for example, in India, especially, just to give you a figure and a statistics, India today stands as the topmost country in the world to have telephone subscribers. Okay, especially with the internet penetration, with your Geo coming in, with the very less number of internet packages and all, today we stand as the first country in the whole world. People don't have food to eat. People don't have a proper things to stay. People don't have a proper meal to eat per day, but they have a mobile. Okay, so they'll have a television at home. Even if it is a very poor family also, even if it's a BPL family, they'll have a small telephone, or they'll have a mobile. Maybe it may not be a smartphone, but they'll have a mobile phone. Okay, so that was how the communication has changed. Okay, apart from that, see the growth, especially the internet penetration in India is very huge. Okay, that is also there. That's the reason why all this fake news, misinformation is growing. That is the reason why Netflix, Amazons are making huge money in India, because they know India is one of the biggest market as compared to any other country, especially in South Asia. Then, as I told, yes, We have got 22 official languages, which has been there, 14 official languages kuda ide. But at the same time, the print, people say, I don't read newspapers, but it's wrong. Okay, especially ಯಾವುದೇ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, you go to any houses, you will have one or the other local newspaper. Okay, but means people still subscribe to a newspaper. Maybe the younger generation are not reading the newspapers physically. They may be going through the e-papers, or maybe they go through the what they call copies, e-copies and all. But the growth of print in India is more as compared to any other country in the world also. Then this is very much important for you to understand that there are different ways when you people understand the media content, especially the audience. Okay, so always remember, gone are the days when people not used to react for everything. Okay, yeah, people never used to react for everything, but today everybody has an opinion. Whether you are a sociologist, whether you are a science background, whether you are a commerce, whether you come from journalism or not, what has happened here is you have become a kind of, you're not passive, you're very active. Okay, so everybody wants to give opinion. Okay, for example, if you're writing something in a WhatsApp group in your family, you will have something to say there. Whether you don't know, I don't know cooking, but even then, if somebody speaks about cooking, I'll put something or the other because I want to say that even I know cooking. So what has happened here is there is a kind of decoding and encoding the contents. Okay, there are a lot of ways in which, especially these audiences are doing. One is they are becoming more and more dominant. Okay, people want their words to be appreciated, especially political parties. I'm just giving an example. Political parties, political leaders, whatever you say, it should be in the headline. People should accept it. People, if you say no, then you become something else. Okay, so if you accept the whatever is happening, then you become a good person. Dominating. Second is negotiating. Okay, there are a lot of people who negotiate through media. Third is the opposition. For every good thing, there is an opposition. Some people are doing, for example, the NEET thing. Okay, it is one of the biggest thing which happened. The NEET leak, paper leak, you know what happened. 14 people, 14 children committed suicide. They killed themselves. Okay, so again, there is an opposition for that. Okay, if it's a good thing, again, there is an opposition. So a road is being constructed, opposition. Now, bid the township is happening, there is an opposition. So that means whenever there is a good or a bad thing which is happening, so who gives them the power? It is the media. It is the media which gives them content, which is the media which gives them right, wrong. ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So
Hey, sir, is it audible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Connection lost.
No, sir.
It's not available. I hope the speaker left.
Media interruption, I think.
Speaker left.
Hello, Brahmani ma'am. Are you there? Ramani ma'am, are you there?
No, the speaker left, sir. I think
The speaker
he's not
has left
connected.
with the officials of that MMTC.
Oh, maybe officials are also not there.
Ah,
So you can take a break now. Media break you can take.
It is an interesting topic that she's discussing about
Yes, yes. Good.
media, Indian media.
Call Nanjan Swami sir and inform. Hanmanta sir.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಈಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ದೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದಾರಂತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ
Okay.
ಇಂಟರಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅವ್ರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ
Okay, fine.
I hope they joined. Host is joined.
Reconnected, I guess.
Reconnected.
Yes, maybe.
Huh. Okay, those nice for no. Sorry, there was some technical glitches. That's why I'm sorry for that small break. So the thing is, so as I told you, so there is a kind of public sphere. When I told you there is a when I speak of media, it is a public sphere. Okay, everybody can participate. Everybody can. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Please
ma'am.
carry on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So when I speak about media, so it's in the public sphere. Okay, people do a lot of things. As I told you, there is always a debate in the public on any topic. Okay, see, always a media should be healthy. Okay, now we have a different kind of an opinion because people use media for bad mouthing. People use media for defaming people. People use media for bringing defame to certain organizations, certain parties, certain programs. So so everything has got a good, everything has got a bad. But how much critical you can be, that is also very much important. Okay, so media should be very inclusive. Okay, you can't segregate the society in the name of media. Okay, but every people feel that today media is segregating. Media and the samajana odakputidare for, against, good, bad, high caste, low caste. You know how people are discussing. So the thing is, how well, but always remember it is the people themselves who are doing all these kind of things. Okay, so by chance, one chikku vishaya aitu antandre people will have 100 things to speak about it. Okay, so that's about that. So when it comes to media, especially in the world of democracy, because we stay in a country where we speak about free press. Okay, like everybody say we are free, we can speak anything, but are we doing it? Are we free in our own country? That is also second important thing which we have to speak about. But today, yes, citizens play a very important role. You should always remember that citizens play a very important role in the country. So the thing is, mediatization of politics. When we speak of media, only important thing if comes to everybody's mind is the politics. Okay, my next session will be on politicizing and how you can be a part of the political process. But today, but in this particular thing, we know how people are using this social media or any media for campaigning, for personalization, for virality, all those kind of a thing. For just to give a small example of that cockroach party. Okay, Cockroach Janata Party. Okay, CPJ, something is there. They are making rounds. You might have seen it on the media. Who has given them the power? It is the media itself. Okay, so it is the social media. People have gathered in Jantar Mantar. People across the country gathered in Jantar Mantar. So that means a media can be more powerful. It gives the people to be a part of the democracy, a good or bad. People start opposing certain things. Okay, ಕೆಲವು things, there are many policies which have been said no by the government, by the people. They said no, it shouldn't happen. So many people have, for example, this Nirbhaya issue. I'm just giving a small example of Nirbhaya issue, domestic violence. So Nirbhaya case was not fought by the media, the mainstream media. It was fought on the social media. Okay, so the government was forced to come up with a new law today. Okay, the rape law ಅಂತ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. The people from law department, you'll be knowing there is a new law which is being framed for the people who have undergone the victims, especially the rape victims. Okay, very strict policies ಗಳು ಬಂದಿದೆ, strict rules regulations ಗಳು ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ. So the thing is, media will help you to do lot many things which you can't do it, but ultimately you have to use it in a very good manner, not in a very bad manner. Okay, so as I told you, there are many people. If you go to Arab, there are a lot of women. Arab spring anta aitu Egypt ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. The women came to the roads, so they wanted to agitate about the government. Okay, so there are a lot of things which you can see. There are a lot of people save girl child ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. People speak about education. People speak about clean toilet. People speak about the clean water, drinking water. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the causes are very important. ಏನು ತರ ನೀವು cause ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ನಮಗೆ important ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so this is, as I told you again, this is agenda setting. People, we have a different kind of an agenda setting, like economy, security, welfare, environment. Okay, what media thinks. Okay, when we speak about welfare, public will also think about welfare. So it is up to the media. I told you, media agenda setting in the media is very much important. So second important is the law and order. Yes, we speak about the law and order. We speak about the rights and grievances. Okay, are we doing it? Okay, again you should discuss that. Media ಏನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅದ್ರ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ people will not. There was a small survey, just to give a small example. There was a small survey which was being done as a part of our research program, where we asked people, what is that? Do they watch DD? Okay, I just want to ask my friends on the panel or maybe in the session today, how many of you watch DD news even today? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ DD news ಇವಾಗಲೂ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? Anybody?
No, ma'am.
No. Thank you, Almantaraju sir. Yeah, anybody who watches, why you people don't watch thing? What is it you people watch? Which channel do you people regularly watch?
Ma'am, I don't watch any Indian news channel.
Okay,
that
okay.
matter.
Okay, Dr. Suraj says he doesn't want to watch. I mean, is there any particular reason behind it?
Biased, total biased.
Okay.
And whatever they reproduce there, it doesn't match the reality.
Okay.
It only it is hyper realistic, very hyper
Okay.
realistic. So I don't watch Indian news television. I watch Al Jazeera, I watch BBC, CNN. If at all I watch, then I watch these news channels.
Okay, these news. Okay, fine. So, Dr. Suraj has got an opinion. He says that Indian media or Indian news channels are more biased. Okay, they are hyper in terms of they exaggerate the things and they are not logical. They are not rational in showing. And he believes that he is depending on other Al Jazeera or maybe BBC, which is the global news channels, to be the thing. But do you know, again, the global news channels have got a different opinion on the Indian thing. Okay, their way of seeing the Indian politics, the way of seeing an Indian issue is completely different. Again, as I told you, that is what I told you, it is agenda setting. Every news channel want you people to see this only, because as I told you, if you keep on nailing, if you keep on beating the thing on the same way, you get used to it. That is what the media is doing. By showing the same thing again and again, by showing the hatred towards one particular thing again and again, you form an opinion. That is what the public opinion. That's the reason why we are asking the people to be more logic. Only when you are an informed society or when you are an informed individual. So you are all educated. We are all educated. Fine. So namdu no opinion change agbidutte. You are not thinking in the right direction. The developmental issues, we are not seeing it because we have our own cultural bias. We have our own religious bias. We have our own language bias. Okay, so we don't see the things, and media is encashing on all these things. So where the people have to draw a line, what to be accepted and what not to be accepted. Okay, so next important thing is about the propaganda. Okay, so media, it's not only becoming socializing, it's helping socialization. It's not only helping agenda setting, but it's also has become a strong vehicle of propaganda. Propaganda on different things. In the name of propaganda, there are a lot of false information which is being given. There are a lot of disinformation which is being given. Okay, misinformation and disinformation. Okay, and malinformation. That is, though the information is true, but it is weaponized in the form of causing and harm to the public, especially on social media. Okay, For example, if you are sharing a lot of information about good morning messages or some religious content, it is a example of misinformation. So it is false. I have never seen Vivekananda Swamiji was bowing head towards a particular thing. Okay, so what happens here is it is not intended to harm. This information is deliberately done to disarm or to deploy in order to deceive the people. Example, religious issues, political issues, women issues, children's issues, tribal issues. Okay, which is very false. It is not at all true, but still you use this information to deceive the people. Okay, or maybe as I told you, malinformation again, it is true, but you are weaponizing to cause harm to somebody. Okay, so these are some of the important things which is happening in the social media. See, in paper, things are being verified. You have a gatekeeping, editors are there, reporters are there who will see, filter out the news. But whereas in social media, everything is put like it is. For example, you are just recording something on a video of some bad things or maybe some people taking bribe. You just put it on the social media. You make it viral without thinking what's the background, especially accident thing. You just see people are busy doing the accident videos whenever an accident happens rather than helping the people. So what has happened? Yeah, it is true. The accident has happened, people are suffering, you are recording, if everything is very true. But you want to harm somebody, you are not helping somebody, you are creating a kind of a what you call a tension in somebody's mind. Okay, people are getting more and more tensed. Some people don't like seeing blood, some people don't like seeing dead bodies. Okay, so there is a kind of a fear which is being started doing. So this is what is happening in media. We are not using media for a proper information, but it is used as a propaganda machine. It is used to defame some people or the other. So you are, in the name of news, you are spreading malinformation. Okay, that is also very important thing we need to understand. Then yes, the political economy, media, as I told, as the largest investment in the country. Okay, everybody, every person, especially it can be Ambani's, it can be Adani's, it can be political parties, it can be any political, all political parties in India owns a media organization. Okay, that is because you get more money. There is a huge money there is a huge influx of money which is there for the media organ. Even a small YouTube channel, even a small Instagram of yours today can earn lots of money. The influencers, you don't know who these influencers are, but they are constructing big houses, they are becoming the talk of the town, as you all know, you must be knowing it. Okay, like your Gilly or whoever it may be. Okay, I'm just giving a small example. So they become heroes overnight. Okay, so the thing is, who are doing this? This is the media. As I told you, it is an economy. Especially the politicians wants to control the media. They want people to listen what they want to do it. Okay, so that's the reason why we have a ownership. 80%, sorry, 60% of the Indian media is owned by politicians and what you call the corporate houses. Okay, NDTV is been by Ambani. Sun TV, it is by DMK party. Okay, or it can be, if it is DH, that is the Deccan Herald, or maybe what you call as the Mysore Printers, it has got an inclination towards the Congress party. Okay, if it is a particular thing, it has got inclination towards the BJP party. So the ownership, because the money comes from these people. When you are an investor, you can't expect anything to be written against you. So that means you're already controlling the information. Second thing is the advertising. Indian advertisement is more. We get advertisement money in trillions. Not millions, not billions, it is in trillions. We are getting so much of a thing. Advertisement is one of the strong way of getting the money. Third is the sourcing. As I told, gone are the days when we had only investors within the country. We have abroad people. We have Walt Disney coming in. We have got heroes coming in. We have got Paramount coming in for films, for advertisements. Everywhere we have people coming and doing the things. Then thing is the ideology. Okay, so this is very much important because every media has got its ideology. Nobody wants to leave the ideology also. Then the owners, then we have the media organizations, whether it is a regional channel or the regional newspapers, every media organizations have got their own content. Okay, so the content is there because it is multilingual, as I told, regional languages are there. People are, some people said they want to watch TV9 because they feel comfortable in Kannada. So they watch Kannada. So there are many Tamilian people. So just look at the television channels, news channels in Karnataka. There are around 22 Kannada news channels. You may believe it or not, but hardly we know 5 or 6. We know TV9, we know Suvarna, we know Public TV. Okay, we know News 18, that's it. But there are 22 news channels. So who are we funding? Who is getting the funding? Who is seeing the channel? All these, because they're running. So but they're least bothered whether people watch the television or not, because they get money from here and there. And last but not the least is the audiences. That is the we the people who watch this channel. Okay, we have a different kind of a mindset. Everybody say whatever is been shown on TV9 is correct. Whatever is shown on public TV is correct. Okay, people have their own choices and they have got own preferences also. Okay, so this is very important. Again, whenever you do this, whenever the media, whenever the organizations do that, so there are 4 important engagement loops what we do it. One is, as I told you, capture the attention. Always media comes with a kind of a content which can capture the attention of the people. Okay, that is very much important. Okay, like for example, just to give an example of when Siddaramaiah ji got on from the CM post. Okay, it was a capture attention. Many people were discussing a lot of things. Political debacle was going on. Who is going to be the CM? There are a lot of things. You know how the things were there. So out of this, there was a lot of generating of the data was done. Ifs and buts. Uradre. Okay, there are political parties being divided. So people are going to Delhi. So why I'm telling you all these things is because you can engage the people. You make the people so curious. Okay, every half an hour there are new additions coming up. There are a lot of new things which are coming. So what happens is you create a kind of an attention. And today, majority of the people watch news on social media, what you call as a mobile phone, the platforms. Okay, earlier we used to watch television only on TV, right? Manali TV, we used to watch it on the bigger screen. But today it has become what you call as a personalized screen. Everybody watches news, content, everything on their mobile. Okay, that is also there. And you have a refined target audience. Okay, people know who is your target audience. Algorithms irutte. Now they are the technical. That's what I told you. Media, we have technology. Algorithm. What Sapna watches on mobile, what she watches, how many hours she watches, how much of time she spends on Facebook, what is she is posting, how many comments have come, what is the negative, positive, everything is there on the algorithm. So that means you can refine your target audience. You must be knowing it. As soon as you watch as soon as you pick up the Facebook, scroll ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. So the very next day you keep getting the things on now and then. Okay. So what you call it as a clickbait, that is there. Once you click on something, the algorithm will tell that Sapna has been watching Darshan's movie lot many times. So all the movies, songs of Darshan keeps coming on my newsfeed. Okay, so that means you have an algorithm, datafication. Everything is watched. Facebook has got all the data of you. So I was just reading today morning, I was just before coming into the class, I was just reading the Hindu article written by Shashi Tharoor, where he speaks about the digitalization. In India, you have digital traces. Okay. One of the important case, I don't know whether you people will approve it or why I'm telling you digital capitalism, why I'm speaking about digital traces is because the very case of this Ketan Mehta and this Sia, they were able to catch these 2 people because of the digital traces. They have spoken for 2040 minutes. They have exchanged so many number of messages. Okay, they have planned everything on mobile. So that was one of the reasons why I'm telling all these things is because there are pluses and minuses when it comes to media. It generates data. Whatever I do, it is there. I don't know if people keep on looking into the way, example why I'm telling you, because it is very new. You people might have read it in the newspaper or you might have seen it in the television. The person who killed Ketan had switched off his mobile for 14 hours completely. There was digital silence. This was one of the clue for the police to think that why, when he was so active on the social media, when he was so active on digital, why did he switch off the mobile for 14 hours? That was when he was been one of the suspect nanta ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು interrogation ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. So these are some of the things. Engagement loop. Media is watching you. Media is thinking. Media knows what you are doing. each and every move of you, each and every post, everything is there on the thing. So this is the reason why people want to invest in media. Okay, so this is the media industry in India. So today, majority of the channels, we have around 1,222 channels in India. Okay, 1,222 plus channels in India, irrespective of news channels, cartoon network, film channels, music channels, science channels, religious channels, food channels. So if you take it up for that matter, there is a mix. First is television, followed by digital media. That means whatever you people do on your social media, your Facebook, your WhatsApp, your Instagram, your Reddit, your LinkedIn, whatever you call it as, how much you do it. Third is the print. Fourth is the cinema. Because today even cinema has become digital. Everybody watches on Netflix. Everybody watches on your OTT channels. So gaming and the other things. So the reason why Indian media is growing is because of the advertisement. We depend a lot on advertisement. Every media has got advertisement. You take up newspaper, you have advertisement, full page, quarter page, half page, full. One page of advertisement will cost you around 30 lakhs only for one print one day. Front page ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 130 lakhs rupees ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so just imagine the same advertisement is there on 20 newspapers. How much of money is there? How much of the money people are pumping? Because today visibility is more important for anybody, even for us, even for you. Personal visibility is very much important. You should have an identity. And how do you create this identity? Only through media. Only media can give you kind of an identity, but it depends on what kind of importance I should want, whether I want a negative identity or a positive identity. Again, it depends on you. So that is one. Second thing is, today media is getting more and more paid news. Paid news anta helidre, I pay the money to get the news to appear. For example, it's a college thing. Maybe my friends might be doing it. Sometimes they carry it. Sometimes they do carry the programs, the events in your colleges and all, or universities and all. But sometimes I have to pay money so that I get a very good coverage. So through that also media is getting the money that is there. Today, there is a boom of OTT. People have stopped going to theaters. Everybody want to watch films on their mobile, on their television. So that is also there. Subscriptions is also there. Earlier, you can watch any TV on Netflix, but today it says rental. Okay, you have to pay the rent to watch, then you have to watch the movie. And if not, you have to wait till it comes on the OTT platform. So that is there. And today, all the films in India are being made for OTT. First, they sell the OTT rights, then they go to television, then they think of releasing the movies in theater. Just imagine the strong power of OTT today. That is also there. And as I told, in India, the telecom industry, we carry good content, we carry good, which we concentrate more on the good content also. This is the cultural thing. As I told you, in India, there are a lot of changes which has happened. We have cultivated different kinds of cultures, especially food culture, language culture, the dressing culture. Okay, television has revolutionized. We never used to do Tulsi Puja. Because of serials, we have started doing that. We never used to have haldi. We never used to have mehendi ceremony. We never used to have bridal thing. That you must be knowing it. Just go back to 15, 20 years back. But today, everybody has got a function. Mehendi function, Sangeet function, Bidai, then trousseau party. You just imagine. So the thing is, there is a way in which the culture has grown. The language, all of us have become more and more short now. Everybody goes for, there is no SMS language. It is all WhatsApp language. Okay. So I don't know, IDK. Okay. Maybe you will be speaking IDK. Even if when we write on WhatsApp, it's all IDK. I don't know. Okay, those kind of a things. Okay, I love you. Okay, so these are some of the things which has revolutionized. You can't say it's not happening. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, we are doing it personally in our day-to-day activity also. We are trying to do this. So there is a good exposure of media, especially film culture or maybe television culture or maybe social media, where people go to restaurant just to take a picture. What you call as they call it as Instagrammable. Okay, Instagrammable restaurant, Instagrammable food. That means when you go to a particular restaurant, we first take the pic, then you have the food. Okay, so that means you are getting more and more obsessed with posting the pictures rather than having a good food, enjoying the time with your family. You see, even I do that. Even I'm also a kind of a person who is more into social media, but I do it for my documentation. I study a lot, I do a lot of research. So that is a different thing. But think of the adolescent, think of the children's who are passionate about these kind of a thing. So media has given a kind of a cultural force, the way of dressing. Today, majority of the Indians are getting very close to the Korean culture. People are watching K serials, people are watching K dramas, people want to dress like Korean. Yesterday, one of my niece, who is 14 years, she told me that she wants a dress of a Korean kind of a style. She says Korean pants I want. She said she wants Korean kind of purses and all. So the thing is, it is so much there into the system, whether you like it or not. And people have started using more of momos. We never used to have that momo culture, but yes, today it is there. You're having more of a spaghettis against for Korean culture. Okay, I don't say it is not important. It is, that's why I told you, it is socializing. Every country's thing is there in front of your eye, is there on your mobile. If I want to see something related to Greece culture, I can watch it there. If I want to see something related to Sweden culture, I can watch it there. So thing is, their culture is not a very different thing. We have started cultivating more and more, and it has given us a diverse kind of a thing. Then yes, apart from all these things, one more important thing many people say is Indian media is being spoiled by the Western media, and it is completely wrong. We are adopting those things. This cultural imperialism, the global thing. People say film has ruined the teenagers. The Indian cinema has ruined the teenagers. No, it's not like that. We are adopting. Today, the generations are adopting. We want to have this hybridity. Okay. So we want adaptability. Okay. Like, for example, as I told you, investments are coming in. We have all the things what we have on television channels are completely copied from BBC. For us, just to give you an example, that whatever you see on Indian television, adu namdalla. Everything is westernized. BBC had 1 hour news, so we copied that 1 hour news. BBC had interview of the very important people, the hard talk. We copied it in the form of an hard talk interviews, all those kind. That means we are so much influenced by the Western media. Okay, the content, the style, the language, the dressing. In DD, you used to see people wearing sari, the news presenters, but today we use blazers. We use sports, we use kurta. You must be seeing how the news anchors dress in Kannada media or maybe in Hindi media. So all these things are westernized. So that means what I mean to say is we are not only taking the money from them, we are not only asking them to invest in the media, but at the same time, we are copying the way in which the news is being presented. They had crime stories. We also have crime stories. They were the one who started with the what you call reality shows. Again, we also copied the reality shows. The Big Boss was from Australia. We copied the same thing to Indianized. So in Hindi copied, then we had Kannada, we have Tamil, we have got Malayalam, we have got Marathi Big Boss. So what has happened here is we are taking that thing to ourselves, which is westernized. Okay, so that's the reason why Indian media and Indian cinema have brought us much more closer to us. Okay, this is some the last 2 slides are there. So when it comes to not only about the investment, but also it has started giving identity. Okay, there were many people, there are many groups, there are many people who didn't have identity. Okay, for example, transgenders, for example, tribal community, for example, women, we Adivasi people, or maybe Dalits can be for that matter, maybe culturally very smaller regional creators. We never used to give them representation. But with the coming up of this media, people have started getting more visibility. A person sitting in Assam, a person like Bro Goda, I don't know who that Bro Goda is, but today he's a star because he has, that means it has given him a kind of a visibility. He's a regional content creator. Okay, Kannadali create ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ contents. Okay, English ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ contents. So what has happened here is, this is what I called it as recognition. So this representation, people were suppressed. A person, a tea chai wala is getting a global recognition. A person who used to do chai in front of Shah Rukh Khan's home, today is a global star. He goes to Dubai. He has got a property in Dubai. Just imagine. Thanks to your Instagram. Thanks to the kind of memes you created. Thanks to the kind of push you gave him, today he's a recognized star. So always remember that it can be visibility, can be positive, visibility can be stereotyped. Okay, there are many negative images also which speaks on people. I've seen many of the videos where women, men act very dirtily to get visibility. Okay, so that is also there. So that kind of nudity, that kind of vulgarity is also there, but that also has got visibility. Okay, so that means you can use, that's why I told you that it all depends upon the individual. How I want to use the media, whether you want to use it for representation, whether you want to use it for identity, how do you use your identity is also very much important. Okay. So yes, last is the gender one, the gender media and the feminist critic. And there are a lot of, when it comes to gender, because it is very, we call it as there are many movements which happened. For example, the Me Too movement, which was a very important one, Me Too movement. And then there was very recently, there was a Kerala film chamber incident also happened. Okay, people have started using these hashtags. Okay, hashtag my body, my right. Hashtag my body, my this thing. Okay, maybe divinity, religion. Okay, people have, that means there is a kind of a feminism. People, women who especially who used to feel very suppressed, women like women authors can be there, women actors can be there. So they have rose to a particular thing just by using the media also. And yes, media today is a development tool. We can use media as a development tool. There has been a lot of paradigm shift, as I told. Innovators are different. Today people have started, especially we have community radios, the folk media, the campaigns, digital campaigns are happening, the theater festivals are happening. Okay, where we are giving them the chance to become more and more stronger. People have a voice. The media started giving them a voice where people can speak for themselves, not in the radio, not in the television, but at social media, yes. So they have their own communities, they have their own groups. They have their own pages where they discuss about all these things. Okay, like I've been following some of the climate change thing. I've been following about the transgenders because we have done some work on transgenders. We have been working on children's. So it has given us a chance where we can use media for a developmental purpose also. Then there are different social movements like Arab Spring Irbodu, the Black Lives Matter, Me Too, the farmers movement, the writers movement. Okay, so there are n number of movements which have started, and these are what we call it as soft power. Okay, we call these things as soft power because it is started as a small thing, but then it becomes a very big movement for day after day. It become, people will say, like cockroach party, it becomes a very big movement now. Okay, the government has to stop them. The government has to stop their social media account. They squash the social media account because these are the kind of social movements. Andre, the thinking of the people, you can't say that people are not there. People are there. Only thing is they need some momentum. And today social media has been giving them social momentum where they can mobilize the ideas, they can mobilize all this kind of a thing. So these are all some of the important things. Instrument like cinema, culture, language, all those things have also played a very important role. Okay, I'll stop it here. Maybe next I'll just continue with this because already 11:15 and it's my time to take a break. The people are asking me to stop. Okay, thank you. I will join later at 11:30.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Malik.
Thank you, ma'am.